Selling a house privately can save you thousands of dollars. But what if I told you if you did bring in some professional help along the way, you could be saving even more money, time, and stress? From pricing to paperwork to marketing, there are lots of keys areas where expert assistance can make all the difference. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the benefits of working with a professional during your for sale by owner journey. What's up, everyone? My name is Jack Bouvier with the Bouvier. Thousands of sellers just like you navigate the process of selling their home for top dollar and being able to sell it in a smooth, stressful, quick manner. If you have any questions about the journey or any real estate questions about Saskatoon here, I'd love to help out however I can. My contact details are in the description below. I'd be happy to connect with you. There's some common misconceptions about for sale by owners. Lots of them say, I don't need any help. And yes, many private sellers believe that they can handle everything on their own. And trust me, I'm the same way. I think I could do everything on my own as well. However, the reality is that while you can manage many aspects, certain tasks do require specialized knowledge, such as knowing the exact market conditions and the stats of everything that's happening and where houses are selling for, how long and when, and all those key factors of knowing the inside data in order to actually get your property sold for the best price. Another big misconception is hiring professionals is going to cost too much. And yes, I understand professional services are often seen as an unnecessary expense. However, in reality, strategic investments in these professional fields can save you lots of time and money in the long run by avoiding costly mistakes. Often when you're working with a real estate agent to sell your house, you're able to sell it for more and quicker versus selling it on your own with more hassle and at the end of the day getting less in your pocket even after paying all the commissions. What sort of professionals can help you along with your private selling journey? Well, professional number one is having a real estate lawyer. This is absolutely mandatory in my opinion in order to make sure that you actually get your money at the end of the day. You want to make sure that your lawyer is reviewing over all the contracts, the disclosures, all the legal documents, that they're correct and compliant. Your lawyer is going to help you navigate some of the complex transactions and offers that you may receive and avoid any legal pitfalls. Also, your real estate lawyer can help you mediate some disputes during the sale process. If they're trying to do an agreement for sale or some sort of creative financing approach, then your real estate lawyer should be able to help you navigate this. Another professional to consider hiring is an appraiser. And yes, you might be looking at the comparables and the market and seeing what else is out there for sale and knowing that your house is better than the one couple doors down. However, these appraisers give you an unbiased valuation on your home. It'll help you set a competitive price that attracts buyers without undervaluing or overvaluing your property. These are really beneficial because when a buyer does come and look at your property, you have a up-to-date appraised value on that home, which is what banks are going to be using to get a loan on that property. So rather than going based off of comparables and other market data and not actually usually sold data either, since that's the most accurate data, but as a buyer you typically just see what's for sale, not the sale price. So an appraisal gives you the most accurate valuation for your home. So then when you do get some offers on your house, and if they're lower than the appraised value, you can ask the buyer, well, why do you think your judgment on my home's value is better than a professional appraiser that evaluates home values every single day? Another key hire is a videographer and a photographer. These are crucial because the high quality visuals attract more buyers online and boost your online listing to get more people to click it, view it, and ideally get some more offers. As you know, 99% of the world is online now. So by marketing your home properly online, you get the most amount of attraction to your property. There's a stat out there that says listings with professional photos sell about 32% higher and faster. Another key hire is a home inspector, as probably 99% of buyers are going to be getting a home inspection on your property. You can speed up this process for them, pay for it in advance and say, hey, we already got a home inspection. We know that XYZ is wrong with the property. We're either going to fix it or we're not. If we're not, this is why we adjusted the price the way it is. And you can work around the price knowing that you've already got a home inspection and knowing all the faults and everything wrong with the property. So then that way, when a buyer buyer does come, you're not wasting your time either waiting for them to get a home inspection and trying to negotiate more on price. You could say, hey, this is the price, this is the home inspection, this is the appraised value. It is what it is at this price. So either take it or leave it, and then you don't have to worry about wasting people's time or having people negotiate more on the price. These inspections can cost anywhere from $400 to $600, and in my opinion, it's well worth it. Another key hire is a stager. And obviously this depends on your house, if it's vacant or not. If it's not vacant, you're obviously not going to hire a stager, but the stager still might be able to help you declutter it and just design it pretty. But if it's vacant, it goes a long way to have a staged property, since buyers, when they come and look at the property, they want to know that they can imagine themselves moving into the place. It feels inviting, it feels welcoming and homey, and they get the sense of, yeah, this is the place that I want to call home, versus people coming into a vacant home and just trying to picture what it would look like with their stuff in there and not exactly seeing the end product. So it does go a long way to have a staged home. Staged properties can cost anywhere in between like $500 to $1,000, plus some ongoing costs depending on how long you keep the furniture for. So that is something that you'll have to consider. The last professional that is a key hire for your for sale by owner journey is a real estate agent. And I know you already decided to list privately. However, a real estate agent can still provide you lots of advice and expertise, since they are professionals in the marketing field, in what's the market like. They know if it's a seller's market, a buyer's market, what sort of inventory there is. They'll also be able to tell you how you compete against the other properties, what sort of sold data has been selling in the area. They can give you advice on marketing, as well as they could even bring potential some of their clients who might be interested in your home. Lots of times too, these real estate agents can do some additional marketing like door knocking or professional social media video tours as well, to get your property exposed out there to their database and their clients. There's obviously costs associated with working with these professionals. You have to look at the cost benefit analysis. So you might be asking, how do these professionals even save you money? Well, these professionals could be avoiding you pricing errors that could lead to long-term time or lowball offers. Also, you reduce the risk of any legal issues or costly mistakes in the contracts that are going to cost you thousands of dollars unexpectedly. I remember a time when there's a client who finally decided to use professional pictures on their property, and we ended up listing it for another $5,000 more. So that is a $1,000 return by a $500 investment. They got $5,000 back. These professionals certainly save you time by delegating tasks such as marketing, staging, paperwork, photography, all that stuff. You get to focus on what you enjoy doing best in your life and what brings you the most energy. You shouldn't be doing things that you hate. If you're a very busy individual, you want to make sure that you spend time doing what you love in life. These professionals ensure that your house stands out in a competitive market and making sure that you get your final closing check on closing day. When should you bring in some professional help on your for sale by owner journey? I believe you should bring in help at the very beginning, such as a stager, an appraiser, a home inspector, so you can prepare your home to get it marketed. You know how to actually present your home in its best light with the true market value, and as well as you know everything that's wrong or good about the property that you can share to other people. Also, at the very beginning, it's crucial that you hire a photographer and a videographer so you get the right sort of marketing right at the beginning, because right when the property is posted, that's when you get the most amount of interest. So you want to make sure that you hire these professionals at the beginning, especially for marketing, staging, appraising, and getting a home inspection. As well as I'd recommend talking to a real estate lawyer so you know that you have the right paperwork in place for when you do get an offer, and then also talking to a real estate agent to make sure that you have all your ducks in a row and to see if they might have any clients who'd be interested in buying your house. And as well, these real estate agents should be working with their clients exclusively. So if you are a private seller and you're not paying a real estate commission, even though a real estate agent brings in a buyer, depending on their contract with their client, you potentially would not have to be paying any real estate commission. When choosing to work with a professional, you want to make sure that you review over their credentials and experience. You want to look for licensed professionals with strong reviews, a good track record, and lots of relevant experience. Ask for their referrals. Reach out to some friends, family, or your local network for trusted recommendations that have people have worked with in the past and they have vetted their work ethic. And also get multiple quotes. You want to compare costs and services to find the best fit for your real estate needs and budget. Selling a home privately doesn't mean that you have to do it all on your own. By bringing in the right professionals, you can streamline the process, minimize stress, and maximize your results. If you're considering going for sale by owner and want to learn more about how professionals can help make the difference, give me a call. Absolutely no pressure or obligation whatsoever. Just here to provide some value. I'd be happy to connect. My contact details are below along with all my links. If you need any professional references on my website, I have some professional references for lawyers, stagers, home inspectors, photographers, all of the above there. You could call them, ask them any questions that you'd like, and be happy to help you out.